Oh, there was a great reading between Psychic Violetta and Linda G. That was on YouTube, and some people, I think it was that video, might have been something else, but I think it was that video where there people were making suggestions on who else they could do kind of videos together. And they recommend, all the commenters, all the people, they recommended just about every YouTube reader I could think of, and some I've never even heard of. Comments were just full of suggestions. And I see how you are. I see how it is. Not one of you suggested me. Not one. I see how this is. I see how you are. Fine. But I have the kitty. I have the kitty. Also, major kudos to the people who suggested Sienna, because she is awesome, and Kirsten Langston. Kirsten Langston and Sienna Rose are my absolute do not miss, along with Linda G and Psychic Violetta. So, but anyway. All right, but I seriously, I am concerned about, on a serious note, I am concerned about Ilhan Omar's safety. Let's do a reading here and see what comes up. Oh boy. And I'm, probably like you, I'm just concerned for her safety. So I know that she has protection. She is a member of Congress. I just thought maybe we should take a look to see how that's going to go. Because we want her to be safe. Yes, we want her to be as safe as the kitty. As safe as the kitty. Yes, good boy. Safety. This is so dangerous. This is so dangerous. But I am feeling that she does have security, extra security, I think. She's got some serious security anyway. She's being targeted because she was born in Somalia. Because she's a naturalized citizen. And Trump is a screaming narcissist and racist. Lovely combination. In the past. What I'm getting is she was elected. People wanted, most of her constituents are Caucasian, or some form of what's classified as white. But they wanted something better. And they wanted to, they obviously liked something they saw there, so that's what the past is. Center of the reading, oh, creef, that's Trump. Center of the reading. And that isn't Trump as emperor, although this card could very well have been. This is Trump as the narrow-minded, racist bigot that he is. The man who, he and his father were taken to court in 1973 for discriminatory renting policies and sales policies in their real estate business, and it has just gone on from there. These are the reading. These are the white idiots, the white supremacists, which is another way of saying idiots, who feel like they say their country, but really it's their privilege and their advantages in the culture, where the police don't harass them, don't follow them around, are not quick to pull them over. Advantages in gosh, everything from hiring to daycare to you name it. But they feel like, these idiots feel like it's being stolen from them. I heard someone this morning say something I thought was quite interesting, which is, to some extent, they have to accept it's hard to go from being Gladys Knight for 40 years and then suddenly go back to being a pip. That the playing field being equal, it freaks them out. And they're not handling it well. They're holding on to some kind of nostalgia of the past. And it's coming out in the most vile, selfish, unhelpful way that really, it feels like most vices, it feels good in the moment, but it is extremely damaging in the long term. Because the greatness of America is that we can take the best people from all cultures, we can take the best ideas from all cultures, and we can blend them into the American dream. But they don't see it this way. This energy feels very, very rigid. All right. Near future. I'm wondering who the perspective of this is. Is this a person who might do Representative Omar harm? Or is this, because this is the government, and the government doing foolish stuff, perhaps it's Democrats not standing up properly against all of this racism. Because really it's about feeling empowered, and if the Democrats do not work very hard to make people feel empowered, make everyone feel empowered, then Trump wins the argument, because he's making these rabid white supremacists feel empowered. So we'll have to wait to see we'll have to see. Let me see. All right, home environment. Well, she's not going to back down. But this also feels like perhaps her security, because they're on it. They're on it. Her security is taking her security very seriously. Her security personnel are taking her security very seriously. Hopes and fears. Yeah, we're basically, our fear is that some idiot is going to do something that probably but who knows, that he shouldn't. That's the fear, that someone will take up arms. And wands are the fire signs, and the fire signs are the signs of action and movement, and starting with the Aries warriors, what other people see. This is damaging Trump's. This is damaging Trump and his chances for re-election. This is making people very, very angry. Which is also making me very pleased. I'm pleased that people are standing up to this. All right. Final outcome. This just feels like she's a fighter. That's what this feels like. Higher wisdom. This isn't the card of secrets here. This is the card of higher wisdom. And taking action. And this feels like writing bills. And she's not backing down. Not backing down, not giving up. And these are bills that could help people. She's not going to give up. Taking action. Higher wisdom, taking action, lots of work. Practical work. All right, so I do have, for what people see, I've got the Tower, and above the reading I do have Vice of from the Devil. But So that worries me some, but I'm not sure I'm getting, there's going to be some kind of violence against her directly. Gosh, I hope not. But let's see what they have to say on the other side. By the way, thank you so much for your kind words about the kitty and the kitty in the box. This is actually a tray. It's metal, because somebody likes chewing on cardboard boxes, so I had to do something so he wouldn't chew on it. So, and I felt really silly buying something that was already purposefully partially rusted on the corners. It's like I paid money for this. But, you know, Saturn on my ascendant means basically ascendant is what you show the world, how you present yourself, and Saturn is limitations, but also history. And I like old stuff. I like old stuff for stuff that looks old, I think, more specifically. And clocks and things like that. Saturn rules time. Anyway. So, see, I'm trying not to, you may think, well, you know, this is a serious reading. Well, yeah, it's a serious reading, but I also, I can't, you know, I needed a break there for a minute. So, but let's look at this. Is there going to be violence? Actual violence against Ilhan Omar. Is there going to be violence? All right, well, I'm getting the victory card, but let's see what else we've got here. Well, I've got the Hanged Man. Let's go through this one by one. I've got the Hanged Man, which is, it feels like somebody who would want to do something, there's really, they can't, there's something, for some reason they just can't do it. Okay. There was a small delay. All right, well, small delay there. And Boo Boo's then Kitty. Boo Boo went and he's gone to get some lunch. Anyway, all right, the energy I'm getting from this is, it's almost from the perspective of someone who wants to attack her, and they can't get to her, and she keeps working government, but then something happens, and it feels like something happens to Trump. Trump gets in trouble. Trump gets removed. He's not removed, but he's in real trouble, and this kind of extremist Republican that, you know, they breaks their hearts. This can't be. They've been so gaslit, and they have purposefully decided not to read books and not to find out how the world, you know, how the world works and what the best ideas are. And so they purposely stay in their narrow little bubble. But anyway, but it upsets him. It's a him that he wants to do something. Let me see if I can get more clarification. Does he succeed in an actual attempt against her? No. Even though, yes, this is some kind of, that is a coffin, yes, but that isn't what these cards are saying. What they're saying is that there's so much against the president. And look, I'm with you. I mean, it's like, okay, I keep being told this. I'll believe it when I see it, but at least I'm being told this, so I'll pass on At least I'm being told this, so I'll pass on the optimism to you. That, but they're so very much against Trump. And then the whole country is making decisions about how to go forward, what to do, and this feels like the guy himself. It's over. He can't do anything. So this almost feels like the one guy who would have the best shot. Oh, not good choice of words. Not a good choice of words. He would have the best chance at doing some real damage to her. It's, you know, it starts out with being stuck and ends with it just all being over. Where, you know, we move on. Things move on. So at least I am not getting violence there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, extra fingers crossed. She's gonna be okay. And is there any other member of this squad or Pelosi or Democrats we should worry about? Are there any other Congresspeople? Hello, poo-poo. Are there any other Congresspeople who need to worry about? Are there any other Congresspeople who need to worry about violence? Gosh, I hope not, but let's see. Are there any other Congresspeople who need to worry about, not just threats, because they always get threats, but someone actually being that sick that they would actually try something? I'm kidding. Actually, what I'm getting is this is Trump, and things are going to change so much because everything against him is finally going to come out. Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it, but this is what I'm being told. No, I mean, look at these cards. No, and this is good news because we don't want violence. This is people feeling like, yeah, the party's still going on in Washington, D.C., all these fat cats, all these corrupt fat cats who accept deals they shouldn't, and then they get reelected, and the usual kind of grumbling. This is the usual kind of grumbling you get about politicians in Washington, D.C., and in general. But anyway, so, all right, I'm not getting, what I'm getting is that another hint that the ships are, what goes around comes around, and what Trump has sent around is going to come around. So that's what I'm getting, and hopefully that's what's going to be the situation. Just, you know, normal grumbling and voting, and because we really don't want violence. No violence. We want kindness. We want voting. We want peaceful civic engagement. That's what we want. Yes. Peaceful civic engagement. Do unto others as you would the kitty. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And do hang in there. We are going to be okay.